Welcome dear students to another part of our class, Standard 7th, Subject Maths, Chapter 1st, Integers. Today we will start exercise 1.3. This exercise is totally based on the properties of integers which we have learned in previous parts. So I hope you know about the properties. Let's we start exercise 1.3. I will explain you here some tough questions and remaining will be your homework. Okay, so first question is find each of the following product. 3 multiply minus 1. 3 is multiplied by 1, we get 3 and symbol is minus. So we have minus 3. 15 minus 15 is multiplied 0 is multiplied by minus 18. When any number is multiplied 0, we get every time 0. Then here minus 1, we have 4 integers. So we will make a pair first. Minus 1 is multiplied by minus 2. 1 2s are 2, minus minus plus. So we get here 2. And minus 3 is multiplied by 4. 3 4s are 12. And symbol is minus plus minus. Now look at here. 2 12s are 24. And plus minus minus. So we have answer minus 24. Then make pair here. 3 6 are 18, minus minus plus. 2 1s are 2, minus minus plus. Then multiply both the number. 18 2s are 36. Next question is verify. We have an equation. Okay. So when we solve this and get equal answer, then it will be verified. If we don't get equal answer, so we put the symbol. So look at here, 18 is multiplied by 7. We write 18 is multiplied by 7. Then put the symbol of addition. Then 18 is multiplied by minus 3. Put the symbol of equal to. 18 7s are 8 5 8 7 8 ja 56. 8 1s are 8 plus 126 plus 18 3 ja 54 and plus minus minus, to put the symbol of minus. Now here similarly 18 7 ja 126 plus 18 3 ja minus 54. 126 plus minus minus and 54. Here also 126 plus minus minus. Then 126 is 54 is subtracted by 126. 6 minus 4 2. 12 minus 5 7. Bigger digit symbol which is plus. Here also 126 and 54. When we find difference of this, we get 72. So both are equal. LHS is equals to RHS. Hence this is verified. Okay. Question number 3. Minus 1 is multiplied by 1. So what we get? We get number itself. And the symbol is minus plus minus. Its next question is determine the integer whose product with minus 1 is. Okay, we have a number minus 1 and we subtract any negative integer with it. So what we get? Minus 1 and minus 22 is multiplied. 22s are 22 and minus minus plus. Okay. Similarly 37 is multiplied by minus 1, minus plus minus. Okay, when 0 is multiplied by any number, we get 0. Now look at here. Question number 4. Show the pattern. And the pattern is -1 multiplied by 5. So we know that when -1 is multiplied by 5, we get a negative integer number itself. Okay, so we have to draw the pattern here similar to this number till -1. So look at here. Firstly we will take -1 and multiplied its predecessor. Are you know what is predecessor? When 1 is subtracted by any number, so the answer is a predecessor. Okay, so there is 5. I told you predecessor, so its decreasing number is 4. So what you get? -4. Then similarly 5, 4, then 3, and then 2, 1, 0, last one -1. Okay, so look at here. When -1 is multiplied by 3, we get -3. Then -1 multiplied by 2, we get a negative integer -2. Here -1. And when a number is multiplied by 0, we get 0. And -1 is multiplied by -1, we get a positive number. Okay, so this is the pattern. Next question is question number 5. Find the product and identify the properties of integer. So firstly look at this. There are two terms. In this term, one number is common. What is this? -48. So we will take -48. So which is remaining from first term? 26, and from here -36. Okay, then firstly we will solve bracket. We know according to the Bodmer's law. Firstly we will solve bracket, then we solve other operations. So 26 minus 36 will be -10, and when you multiply both the number, both are negative, so we get positive number. Okay, 48 is multiplied by 10, so this is 480. Okay, so this is like A multiplied by bracket B minus C. Okay, we have looked this. This is a distributive property. Distributive property. Now come to the next. There is one positive and 3 negative integers. So we will take all the negative integers in bracket. -25 multiplied by -4 multiplied by -10. Okay, so firstly we multiply all the negative integers which is in bracket according to the Bodmer's law. Okay, so 25 is multiplied by 400, 100 is multiplied by 10,000, and the symbol is minus minus plus, and the plus minus minus. Now multiply last remaining 2 integers. So 15 is multiplied by 1000, 15,000, and symbol is plus minus minus. Okay. Okay, so when we take an integer and multiplied this by another integer, this is an commutative property. Commutative property. Okay, next one. Look at here. There is -57 and there is 57. Okay. So firstly we will simplify it. I write here 57 is multiplied by 1. When we multiply this, we get number itself. That's why I write like this. Now find the 57 as common. When we find 57 common, 55 is here, minus minus plus. So here 19 and here 1. 57 is multiplied by 19 plus 1 is equals to 20, and then you find the product of both the number. 2 7s are 14, 2 5s are 10, 1 11. Okay. Now we will move to the next question. Question number 6. A certain freezing process requires that room temperature be lowered from 40 degree Celsius. Okay. Present temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. At the rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour it will be lowered. Okay, so the decreasing temperature is 5 degrees Celsius, which is every hour decreased. What will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process begin? When process begins, after 10 hours, what will be the temperature? So the room temperature after 10 hours, what should we do? We will multiply 5 by negative temperature. Okay, I write here minus 5. Why? Because it is decreasing. So we get here minus 50 degree Celsius. Now the equation is 40 degree Celsius plus minus 50 degree Celsius. So solve this, plus minus 50 degree Celsius, and when we solve this you get minus 10 degrees Celsius. Plus minus minus, so find the difference of both the number and put the symbol of bigger digit. We have bigger digit is 50 and its symbol is minus. So the room temperature after 10 hours will be minus 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, next question. Question number 7. In a class test containing 10 questions, 5 marks are awarded for every correct answer. Okay, and minus 2 marks are awarded for every incorrect answer, and 0 for question not attempt. Okay, listen to me carefully. If we get correct answer, so we awarded for 5 marks. If we get incorrect answer, so we awarded by minus 2 marks, and when we not attempt the question, so we get 0 marks for this question. Okay, now question is, Mohan get 4 correct and 6 incorrect answer. Okay. Mohan gets how many correct answer? 4 correct answer. Okay, so 4 for correct answer we awarded by how many number? 5, and the mark is 5. So 4 into 5 is equals to 20 marks. Okay, then he gives 6 incorrect answer. 6 incorrect answer. For incorrect answer, as we know, we will awarded by minus 2 marks. So we will multiply this 6 to the 12 and plus minus minus. Okay, and 0 for not attempt. There is no attempt question. So the total score of Mohan, is add correct answer minus incorrect answer. When you subtract this, you get 8 marks. So we can say that Mohan get 8 marks. It's second. Resma gets 5 correct answer and 5 incorrect answer. Look at here. He gets 5 correct answer. For correct answer, we awarded by 5. And C get 5 incorrect answer. So 5 incorrect answer is awarded by minus 2. Now solve this. 5 5s are 25 and 5 2s are 10. Okay, now solve this. Plus minus minus 10. When you subtract this, you get 15 marks. So we can say that the Reshma get 15 marks in the exam. Question number 3. Hina gets 2 correct. How many? 2 correct. So for correct answer, we awarded by 5. And 5 incorrect answer. 5 incorrect. We awarded for incorrect answer minus 2. And out of 7 questions, C attempt. Look at here. There are 2 questions and there are 5. Total number of 7 questions. So out of 7 questions, C awarded these numbers. 2 5s are 10 plus 5 2s are 10. 10 plus minus minus. When we subtract 10 by 10, we get 0. In simple way, we can say that Hina gets 0 marks in the examination. Okay. Now we will move to the last question. And the last question is, a cement company earns a profit of rupees 8 per bag of white cement. Okay, for white cement, rupees 8 per bag. Okay, per bag. And a loss of 5 per bag of grey cement. For grey cement, this is for P and this is for L. P means profit, L means loss. Grey cement, 5 rupees per bag. Now we will come to the question. The company sells 3,000 bags of white cement. How many bags? 3,000 bags of white cement. For white cement we take 8 rupees. And $5,000 bags for grey. 5,000 bags for grey. For grey we take 5. Now look at here. If we find this, 8 3s are 24 and 5 5s are 25. Okay. This is profit and this is loss. Now look at here. In both the number, we get a company get profit or loss. So we can say that this is 24,000 and this is 25,000. So it get loss. When we find the loss, we will find loss minus profit. Loss is 25,000 and the profit is 24,000. And when you subtract, you get the loss of rupees. Okay, so company get 1,000 rupees loss. Okay, its next question is, what is the number of white cement? We don't know the number of white cement. Okay, what is the number of white cement? It must sell to have neither profit nor loss if the number of grey bags sold of 6,400 bags. Okay, from here we know profit is equals to loss. Okay, and profit is profit is related to white cement. So X into white cement rupees is 8 and the loss has 6,400 is related to grey cement. Now find the X and divide by 8. When you solve this, 8 ja 64, 8 5 ja 40 and 2 0. So the value of white cement is 4,000 rupees. Okay, I hope students you understand very well. Remaining questions are your homework. So this is the end of our session today. We shall continue with our subject on next part of our class. Till then, goodbye.